What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that happened to me in middle school, because the last video is the most popular video on my channel at the time, called Middle School is Wild. Go ahead, watch that, if you want. Watch this first. So this happened around December of 2024, when I was in my fourth period class, math, and in math, I was doing my work and everything, and then randomly we hear beep, 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 locks, lights, out of sight. So we know, well, it's a lockdown, and we usually have lockdown drills. We have drills all the time, I mean, like, it makes sense. We're in America. So yeah, we have our drill, right? And well, at the time we thought it was a drill. At least I did, and a couple other kids I'd say did. So we have to do it like it's real, so we go into a corner, we kind of get all tucked in like that, trying to like be as small and as hidden as possible. And then one kid, we'll call him Jeremy. So Jeremy, is talking to another kid, and Jeremy gets sent over in front of me, right? Now he's already, this is a bit strange, because, I mean, we don't know if it's a lockdown drill or a real lockdown. And he's like right in front of me, like he has his chair, and then in front of me, and it's weird, because usually, you would be crouched down. But our teacher told him he had to do that. So then he started doing some funny faces and some funny sounds and things. And I'm trying to hold in my laughter as much as possible, like I'm like trying to have my mouth shut and stuff. But like it just wouldn't. Like I just couldn't hold back any of my laughter. So I laughed, and then my teacher made me get up in the lockdown, go in front of the door to our classroom, the door to the freaking classroom, and sit right in front of the door. Let's say someone comes in, right? First thing they see, the back of my head. I mean, like, how ridiculous is that? And then the next thing that happens is I still see Jeremy, he's still doing funny faces to me and stuff, and I'm like trying not to do anything. I will admit, I whispered to somebody, or no, not to somebody. I whispered to the teacher, trying to say, "Can I go back now?" Because I don't want to be in there, And he was like, and I started laughing a little bit, again, not trying to whatsoever. Then the teacher's like, the teacher says something along the lines of, I don't know if this is a drill or not. If this will stop you from laughing, this is not a drill. Something along those lines. Sorry for the stutter. So then, pitch silent, He just told us that it wasn't a drill. I mean, that's just wild. Not a drill, and I'm in front of the freaking door. I'm holding back so much anger towards him right now. The teacher's name I will keep secret, but he's no longer works at the school. He resigned. But really mean, really bad. And, I'm afraid, Like I should be. I'd say if there's someone in your school, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is not a drill." I mean, that's terrifying, So then, I just sitting there, just like all of these thoughts going through my head. Am I gonna die? What's happening, Until eventually I try to move, because, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna let somebody come in and 200 pump me. I'm not letting that happen, no. So I try to move, right? And then the teacher comes and like, no, 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 no. Sit back down, you know? So I gotta sit back down. Then after some time, and not much, maybe like 3 minutes or something, I just go for it. I'm just running. I get out my chair. I walk over there and I sit back down. And the teacher notices but doesn't even say anything. At this point, I am so mad at the teacher that if I wanted to, I would have yelled if it wasn't a lockdown. I would have screamed at him and stuff. Because what he's doing is putting my life in danger. He's putting me right in front of a door while there is an active lockdown that is not a drill. Now, the next thing, that happens is we get some news about what happened. So a couple minutes later, maybe like 20 or something, everyone started writing notes to each other and stuff. And like 30 minutes go by until finally the teacher says, gives us some news about it, saying that it was a call, saying that there were explosive devices inside the school, and that there's going to be someone coming. Now, the thing is to little myself, that's horrifying. I don't need an RPG aimed at my face right now, I'm already failing math. I'm already failing. I don't need an RPG at my face after it too. So yeah, I'm like just comprehending everything, and it's like, oh well, GG's, bye y'all, been fun. So until eventually we get out. No. So eventually, and it's a bit hard for me to remember, I'll be honest. It was a while ago. There's a lot that I have to keep thinking about. I feel like I'm trying to get it out of my head, really. So So it's still going on. It's like another 30 minutes. We just sit there in silence, just dark. Kids are praying, kids are crying, kids are doing all sorts of things, which is normal, totally fine too. I mean, I get it. I probably did the same. Hard for me to remember. But yeah, so it was probably an hour and 30 minutes we were inside it there, and that's a good amount, I mean, that's a pretty long time to be doing absolutely nothing, knowing that there might be somebody coming to the school or inside the school, until eventually we got a knock on the door and keys rattle. We got in, police comes in, has his little gun on his side. He's just coming in. He says, let's go, Everyone just moves, and we just all stand up and just start, getting out of there, And we just go for it. We just get out of the school, and no one got hurt, ever. So apparently it was just a phone call threat, but it could have been real. And then something that is a bit weird that I learned a couple days ago. It was to the wrong school. There's a school, I'm not going to say where I live or anything, but there is a school here that has the same name as a school in a different state. And the guy who called lived in that state with a different school and was trying to call that school to threaten them, not our school. How stupid do you have to be? I mean, I get it. You're probably gone for depression and some shit like that. I mean, you're gonna come and shoot up a school and shit. I get that. That's definitely means that you're going mentally ill and shit, because that's a terrible thing to do. But then getting the school wrong, how do you get the school that you're planning to do something evil to wrong? I'm just glad that it was fake, because the last thing that we want is them to call the wrong school, so then that school's in lockdown, but the actual school that was threatened, that the guy was planning to attack, if they were going to, wouldn't be. That's so stupid. But eventually my dad comes, because he lives close to my school, you know, and I just run over there, give him a big hug. Then we're walking down over to our house, because we live super close to the school, and there's just like probably like more than 55 police cars or so. There's probably like 84 or something, you know? Tons and tons and tons. And there's just tons of people there, and it's just all chaotic, you know? Thankfully, no one was hurt. It was a false alarm. Well, not a false alarm, it was a non-real physical threat. And everyone turned out to be okay. Yay! But yeah, it was definitely a bit frightening. I mean, we didn't know what would happen or anything. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to, you know. Help with my goal to be a YouTube partner. Can start earning money and stuff, or maybe not money. You can start sponsoring, start doing cool stuff. Yeah, so have a good day. Stay good. Be safe. Something else, and one more thing.